Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakapadash, and double honors to the old apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same, teaching the same. Aquay, Salakia, this is gonna be a quick sit down, and just want to make a quick point with Jeremiah 51 and 30, and also a couple points in Ezekiel 38. Okay, and I'm just jump straight into it. All right, and pretty much the title would be you know, the Lord is using the bear, all right, aka Russia, to basically fulfill His will, to destroy um to destroy, the land of Israel, and also Babylon the Great America. Okay, so um, Gog, which is Russia, is prophesied, you know, to do just that. Okay, that's why they're having, um, success, or you know, have the strength, to outlast, these other nations. Okay, and the most feared. Okay, Babylon the Great um, fears Russia, the bear. Okay, but I'm gonna speak more on that in Ezekiel 38. But first, this is Jeremiah 51 and 30. It says, "The mighty men of Babylon, talking about America, have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken." Right. And the men that's in the military in Babylon the Great America's military, and their parents, back at home, they don't want nothing to do with a war. Okay? They don't want to go to war, especially a war, they feel like is stupid, or, could have been avoided. So, that's gonna spell trouble right there. Okay? That can that's going to lead to some uprising as well. Okay, and especially, you know when the draft and the selective service kick in, you know uprising is going to come from that. All right, violence and chaos. That's going to add more wood in the fire. Excuse me. And to put more salt on the wound. You know, Trump been going against, I think, Congress, on going to war, because they were saying that, Iran doesn't pose a imminent threat, to America. So they don't really agree with going to full blown war. And now Iran is, threatening to directly, send their not send, but activate their sleeper cells, and now they're going to be directly attacking, Babylon the Great. Okay, so yeah, it's just about to be chaos. All right, chaos from all different angles is coming for Babylon. Okay, chaos from all different angles. And you can thank or blame the Lord. Okay, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, so this Let's go to Ezekiel 38. Also, I seen in the news, they were saying that it was Israel that bombed Saudi Arabia. Okay, and you had some agents, Israeli agents, they got caught planting bombs in Saudi Arabia. Okay, and I believe it was Saudi Arabia. Okay, so this is breaking news. Okay, so it's all type of um because Elder Pastor Tahar, he spoke on it, how the small heads, they're trying to expand their territory, and they want all that territory for themselves. Okay, they're trying to expand the Israeli borders. Okay, hey, all roads lead to World War III. Okay, but before World War III go platinum. Okay, before World War III go platinum, the mark of the beast has to be made mandatory. The mark of the beast is that RFID chip. All right, and that Neuralink. So before World War III go platinum, the mark of the beast has to be made mandatory. So a major event is going to happen, you know, that collapse this system, and then to be a part of the next system, people are going to be lining up to take the mark of the beast. And plus, they're going to be hunting people down anyway to take the mark of the beast. Okay? So, let's start. This is Ezekiel 38 from the top. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, Russia, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Okay? So the Lord is against, the Russians. I repeat, the Lord is against the Russians, which are Edomites as well, but the Lord is going to use them for World War III purposes. Okay? And because they have the the most nuclear capability. Okay? And the Lord is going to use them on Babylon the Great, all right, in the land of Israel. Okay, so it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right. So the Lord is putting that war spirit on the Russians to not give a fuck and to go to war by any means necessary. Okay. All right. And I seen another article. Well, not Salaki, not article. Another video. It was going into how China is about to jump into it too, because China's oil is being fucked with. Okay. All right. So there's more wood to fall. Okay. And also dealing with the Strait of Hormuz, that affects, the world economy, of the nations round about. So all this shit is gonna, you know, um, it's gonna ruffle more feathers, okay? Cause more attention, more stress, okay? Um, and it says Persia, Iran, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them, with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. That's right. So Russia is that guard to the other nations. Russia is that guard to their allies. You know, their allies ain't afraid to, you know, their allies is not afraid to fight because they got Big Brother behind them, Russia. So of course they're gonna be, talking crazy and moving crazy because they know they got Big Brother, Russia behind them. Okay, so prophecy is playing out. You know, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, um, I'm gonna jump down to 10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of the unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, and the unwalled villages is America. Okay, and I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Right. So the Lord will put that evil thought in Russia, so to speak. All right, their leadership, to directly uh go to war with Babylon the Great, and to shoot their nuclear missiles. Okay. um so this is Ezekiel 38 and 15. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, and thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses in great company and mighty army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel, talking about the land, as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Right. Okay. So, they're gonna destroy the land of Israel. Okay. Gog, Russia is prophesied. you know, of course, with some help from their allies, they're gonna destroy, the land of Israel. Okay. And that's all I wanted to, speak on. Lord willing, I was edifying. Want to end it and give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakak Badash, and double honors to the old apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same. Shalom.